Hey there! In today's video, we'll walk you through the step-by-step process of setting up your very own dVPN node using an AWS server. Let's get started. First, I enter my email address, then the shown code to verify I'm not a robot. After that, I enter my password to sign into my AWS account. Finally, I enter the MFA code since I have multi-factor authentication enabled. Hit sign in once more, and now we're in. Now let's move on with the automated setup for dVPN nodes documentation. As you can see, the GitHub repo containing the automated scripts for setting up your dVPN node is shown. The minimum required setting is basically an Ubuntu Linux VPS or home machine with a residential ISP. The hardware requires at least 2 vCPU, 2 GB of RAM, around 10 GB of GP3 storage, and a stable internet connection. We're running on AWS Cloud Server, so we follow along with that guide. Keep note of these ports as we deal with them later. So here we are in AWS dashboard. We want to start a dedicated EC2 server for our dVPN node. First, select the region you want your node to be in. Mine is in Europe, Stockholm. Then, click EC2. You can search for it if not seen in your dashboard. Inside EC2 dashboard, click Launch Instance. Select Ubuntu Server as AMI. Version 24.04 or 22.04 was recommended in the documentation. Select t3.small as instance type that suits the hardware requirements we want. Here, create a new key pair for your server. This allows you to connect to your server securely. Enter a key pair name and leave the rest of the settings as is. Click Create Key Pair. Save the key in the desired location. Now moving on to the next section, the network settings. Click Edit button on top right. You can enter a unique security group name the way I did. Then in Inbound Security Group Rules, click Add Security Group Rule button. Here we need to add those ports I talked about before. Port 51280 and port 18133. Simply copy the port and paste into port range field. Then select source type to anywhere. Do the same for port 18133 as well. And we're done with network settings. Let's move on to the next section. Here, we need to define the storage of our server. In Configure Storage, after 1x type 10, be aware of free tier limitation of 30 GB storage if you're a free tier AWS user. No need for advanced settings. Leave as is, and we're done. Give one last review of the whole settings, then click Launch Instance. Wait for the instance to be initialized. Click on the ID to enter the instance summary. Now that we have the server details, open a terminal and move to the directory you saved the PIM key of your server in. To connect to your server, you have to use SSH command. Type SSH-I and type key pair name there. Then enter name Ubuntu at and paste the public DNS of your AWS instance. It asks for a fingerprint check. Type yes and hit enter. The key is added to your known host, but there is a warning which tells private key file is unprotected. That's because the PEM key file permissions are too open. No worries. You can solve this by a single command. chmod 0400 and then type the name of the key pair. Hit enter, then use the previous command to connect to your server. And now we're connected. Great. You can see the system information when you connect to your server. First, I suggest that you use sudo apt update then sudo apt upgrade. Enter Y. Now your server is up to date. Great. Let's move along with the rest of the dVPN documentation. At first, we should switch to root user. We are in Ubuntu user. Type sudo su. Now we are switched to root user. Copy the git clone command. Then change directory to the cloned repo. Using ls command, you will see what lays inside the repository. Type cat readme.md to see the whole guide on how to set up the dVPN node. We follow the steps from there. First, we need to install Go programming language as our node needs it. Copy source bash rc and source profile commands one by one and run in the terminal. Check if Go was installed successfully. If you see the version, you're good to move forward. Back at the readme.md file again. Step 2 mentions command to install WireGuard with. Copy the command and run in the terminal. Wait for it as it needs to update your server packages to install the WireGuard package. You can read more on what the WireGuard script does and how to uninstall it there in step 2. You have to start and enable WireGuard using the commands shown below. Copy them and run one by one in the terminal. Now that we're done with step 2, we can move forward with step 3, start node script. You can read the script behavior there, copy the start node init command, and run in the terminal. There are places where the script asks you to enter node or account name. Type a name you desire, then hit enter. Here, you can either import your wallet using mnemonic keys, or as I suggested, click enter to create a new one just for the dVPN node. Here it shows the detail of the wallet created, including mnemonic, name, wallet address, and more. We should save these details in a secure place. We have successfully run the start node init command. Before moving on to the next step, be sure to send some ticks to the node wallet. I'll show you how to do just that. Let's first import the wallet in Kepler using the mnemonic keys. On Kepler wallet, click add wallet, then import an existing wallet, then click use recovery phrase or private key. Go back to where you saved your mnemonic keys. Copy them. Since there are 24 words as mnemonic keys, select 24 words and paste the keys. Hit import. Give your wallet a name. Select Qubetics chains to be included to your wallet. Now that you have successfully imported your node wallet, copy its wallet address. We should send this some ticks. I'm sending some from another wallet of mine right now. Pasted the wallet address, the amount, and hit send. The ticks are sent now. Now that we have some ticks in our wallet, we can move to the next step, which is to run start node start command. We should wait for 30 seconds so it can initialize successfully. We'll wait. And now it has outputted node address. Be sure to save that where you saved your node wallet. It's needed later when we want to register our node. Copy the node address, then paste it somewhere safe. Now we have to start the dVPN node service. Copy the command and paste it in server. Click enter to run. To make sure everything is working as expected, run start node status command. If you see the service and it says active, running, you are good to go. We can also see the node has started successfully. You have run the dVPN node successfully. Congratulations! You've come so far. There are more commands to manage your dVPN node, which can be found in the GitHub repo. Let us know if you had a problem and we'll help you solve it. Our next video is on how to register our node on Qubetics site. Stay tuned and have a great one.